Democratic National Convention, and he'd completely forgotten to write a speech for it, so he was working on that. Honest mistake. So the party had to send Kamala Harris to deliver the pre-buttal to the president's acceptance address tonight. And then they put 80-year-old Nancy Pelosi on television, too. Pelosi wasted no time in calling for Joe Biden to skip the presidential debates. Watch.
I myself, just don't tell anybody I told you this, especially don't tell Joe Biden. I don't think that there should be any debates. I do not think that the President of the United States has comported himself in a way that anybody should, and that has any association with truth, evidence, data, and facts. I wouldn't legitimize a conversation with him.
Wait a second. Wasn't it just a few weeks ago, I think it was, that CNN told us only paranoid right-wing conspiracy nuts, the kind of people who watch Fox News, think that Biden might try to weasel out of the debates? Yes, it was. But that was before they got their marching orders from Commander Pelosi, and now it's a very different story. Here's CNN analyst Joe Lockhart, a man whose entire career is a living rebuke to the American economy. How can a man that slow get so rich? No one's ever answered that question. But here's Lockhart telling you that Joe Biden should not debate Donald Trump because Trump, unlike Lockhart's former boss Bill Clinton, is a liar.
He will take the truth and destroy it, and Biden will be in the position of correcting him over and over and over again. I don't think he should give him that platform. And giving him that sort of national forum to continue to spout, to get to 21,000 or 22,000 lies, I think just isn't worth it for the Democrats or for Biden.
You can't give the President of the United States a national forum. It's hilarious, but it's not accidental. There's clearly a strategy at work here. What is that strategy? What is the plan exactly? Laura Ingraham has been following this very carefully for a while. She, of course, is host of the Ingraham Angle here on Fox, and we're always happy to have her on our show. Laura, what is the plan here, do you think, with the debates?
Tucker, back in March when COVID, really broke, everything was shut down. I pretty much, it was middle of March, and I said they're going to use this pandemic to try to coast Biden to election in November with no debates, no real hostile interviews from the press, no real campaigning. They're going to try to prevent Trump from campaigning. And I think all of this really dovetails into what you've said on your show for as long as you've hosted it. The left doesn't want to debate. They don't like debate. They don't want a conversation about any of the major issues of the day. Instead, they just want to say Trump's a bad guy, America's racist, and let's try to ride the wave of unrest all the way to election in November. And I think that's fallen apart over the last few weeks with the increasing violence. But that was their strategy, and I think they know that Joe Biden can't stand on a stage with Donald Trump for 5 minutes, let alone 90 minutes.
Could it be this is an opening bid? Pelosi comes out and says no debates. Biden says, yeah, I'll debate. Then they reduce it to, say, one debate on the hope that he can get through that. I mean, what do you think the chances are he does the 3 debates scheduled by the commission?
0% chance that he does 3 debates. I don't think he debates. I think there is always going to be an excuse for Joe Biden staying in the basement, doing some friendly interviews where he can have notes in front of him, getting direction from whoever it is that's talking in his ear. But Tucker, it's not really Joe Biden people are going to be electing. It's whoever is his handler of the moment or the old Obama team. But the closer you look at Biden, I think the more you realize, he might be a nice guy to have a beer with or hang out with. But he's not the Joe Biden of 5 years ago, let alone, the Joe Biden of 15 years ago.
That's not a partisan point, by the way. Ask anyone who knows Joe Biden. You knew Joe Biden, I did too, and that's just true. Do you think that will work? I mean, can you run a presidential candidate from a hidden position without exposing him to any questions?
I think it's pretty hard, and I think you see with their decision after months of riots to come out and condemn the riots, shows you that their focus groups are telling them, warning, warning. Yeah. This isn't going to be some easy walk. But I think they're going to have a hard time with this. Trump's going to try to go wherever he can. And I think they're going to try to play it as safe as possible, do a few friendly interviews or kind of, milquetoast interviews. But I think we've seen what happens when Biden is unscripted, and it never ends up well for him.
Yeah, Cardi B will be back to interview the candidate again. Laura Ingraham, great to see you.
Great to see you, Tucker.
Hope our viewers will tune in. Laura is at 11 tonight, a special hour followed by Shannon Bream. That's a special late night post-Republican National Convention.